channel and deciding to be a part of my story. If you're new here, my name is Paige. I make lifestyle videos, a lot of vlog, bridal videos at the moment, travel videos, a whole bunch of everything really. So if you would like to stick around on this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to hit that bell. That way you're notified every time I upload on Fridays. So today's video is going to be an experience slash how my Disney trip went. As I stated, if you follow my Instagram account, that I didn't vlog our Disney trip like I planned to. I took a lot of pictures, which I will insert through the clips, but I'm just going to talk to you guys about my experience and some tips we gained while being at Disney. I wasn't going to share this yet, but it's gotten easier the past couple weeks. We ended up having to put our little puppy down, which is really sad. I'm gonna try not to cry. He was just getting really aggressive, and the vet said it was the only option at this point. Basically, since we got him, we were in and out of the vet like every month, and he would be put on different medicines, and it just got to the point where he was really aggressive, and we had to do what was best for him because we didn't want him in pain anymore and basically not having any feelings. So that's why I've been distant from this channel and why we didn't vlog the Disney trip. We just needed to get away and relax and forget about the hard week we had before. So with that being said, if you want to stick around and learn some tips and tricks about Disney World and my experience I had with it, go ahead and stick around. And Disney experience was really good. We hadn't been to Disney since me and my fiance were probably both like 10 years old. So we were little last time we went. I was fortunate enough, well, we were fortunate enough to get this trip from my parents. They paid for everything but the food, which we were so grateful for. It was Christmas present / graduation present. So we were really grateful for that. So it made our experience really easy and very fun because we didn't have to worry about anything but food. We loved it. We had hopper passes to every park, so we were there for 5 days, 6 nights, something like that. And we got to go to every park and Disney Springs, which is their downtown Disney, used to be called. So it was a lot of fun. But while we were there, we definitely gained some tips and tricks that we will take next time we go to the parks, because some things we weren't fully prepared for, like the weather, and some of the rides getting canceled and wait lines, stuff like that. So other than that, it was a blast, and I would definitely recommend going. Our favorite park that we probably went to was Magic Kingdom. That's where we decided to have our fancy meal with a reservation restaurant, and it just seemed like there was so much more to do. It is the bigger park out of all 4 of them, but it even seemed like we got through ride lines quicker. We had more options to eat. There was just so many people in different places that it didn't feel as crowded, in my opinion. But we also went on an off day as well, where the population of the park isn't as heavy. But that was our favorite park. We loved it. Now to the tips. I have them all written down on a piece of paper down here, so if I look down, that's why. Because there's a lot of tips and tricks we gained from this experience. So let's just get right on into it. Okay. Number 1, fast passes. Definitely, I can't stress this enough, get a fast pass for the rides you want to ride. If you are staying on a Disney resort, which we did, you can book your fast passes 60 days out from when you are scheduled to go. If you are not staying on a Disney resort, you have 30 days until your scheduled time to go. I definitely recommend this though. I was on the Disney site as soon as it was available for me to schedule. It opens, I believe, at 7 a.m. on your 60-day mark, and they fly. I wanted to do the Flight of Passage in Pandora in Animal Kingdom. The passes were gone, and it was only like 7:02 or something. So that's the most popular ride at the park right now, through all 4 parks. So that one will fly. You need to get your fast passes. And something that most people don't know is that once you run out of your fast passes, you can book another one. But after you run out of your 3 fast passes that you booked at first, you can only schedule one at a time. So say in Magic Kingdom, we scheduled the Winnie the Pooh, Peter Pan, and Space Mountain. After Space Mountain, that meant all 3 of our passes were done. We rode all those rides, so we could schedule a new fast pass for Magic Kingdom. Say we wanted to ride or go into the Monsters, Inc. Laugh Machine. If we scheduled that at 3 o'clock and there was another ride we wanted to ride at 6, we would have to go ride that Monsters, Inc. one as soon as our fast pass opened at 3, and then as we're in line to go ride the ride, schedule the 6 o'clock one, and hopefully the spot's still open, if that makes sense. But normally towards nighttime, a lot of fast passes are still open. So that was nice. We got to schedule more fast passes so we could skip lines. Tip number 2 would be prepared for any kind of weather. While we were there, we literally went through sunshine, blazing sun, to pouring rain, to windy, chilly nights. So be prepared for anything. It's not too chilly to the point where you would need pants and a sweater or anything like that, but definitely I wore shorts and tied a flannel around my waist, basically through every park. That way, if we were there at night, I could just take that flannel off my waist and throw it on. And that worked out really well for Animal Kingdom. Another side note, dealing with weather, is it does rain. So you want to either bring a poncho. I would definitely say bring a poncho, actually, because the ones at the park are really expensive. We didn't end up needing one because we just went into different stores when it rained, or we were back at the hotel. But it would have been nice just to have one in case we wanted to go back into the park when it was raining. So bring a poncho, bring comfy shoes. That's a major thing, bring comfy shoes. Because you don't want something that doesn't have a sole or anything on the bottom that's going to support your feet, because your feet will be hurting by the end of the day. Trust me. Tip number 3 is to bring a backpack filled with snacks, water, and empty room, basically. Just so you have room to put souvenirs in if you want to carry them throughout the park. Tip number 4 is kind of hidden within this tip number 3. If you are going to buy souvenirs throughout the park, you can either stick them in that backpack that you bring into the park, or you can have them sent to the front of the park so you pick them up when you're leaving, or you can have them sent to your room, to your hotel you're staying at. Now, if you go to a park the day before you are leaving, they can't send your souvenir to your room because it takes them like a day to get it over to your resort. So that's just the downside on that one. But if you're staying for like 5 days, just get your souvenirs out of the way before that last day, and you'll be perfectly fine, and you won't even have to carry souvenirs around. I thought that was really nice. Number 5, and probably one of the most important tips on this whole list I have, besides the fast passes, is to take breaks. The park is there all day, and it doesn't take anything to go back to your hotel and rest for an hour or two. We did that every day, except for the last day when we were at Epcot, and we wish we would have did it that day too. We did that every day. We got all our Fast Pass rides done in the morning, and then we would come back, rest for a couple hours, then go back around 4 or 5-ish, sometimes even later, and we would pick up our other Fast Pass rides like I was telling you we could do. And sometimes the lines were even shorter because, like I said, it was raining, and it would rain almost every day. So that time we were back in the hotel is normally when it would rain, and we would watch our radar and everything, and as soon as we would see it was going to pass, the storm was going to pass, we would get it ready to go back on the Mickey bus over to the park. And then the lines were super short, which was really nice, and we could ride rides we wanted to. And that leads me into tip number 6, actually. There are a lot of rides, actually, especially in Magic Kingdom, where you can see the fireworks. And if you go back at night, like I was saying, the lines are normally shorter. Don't skip out on those lines. Even the lines that say they're like a 30-minute wait towards the end of the night, it's not that long of a wait. We heard this from a couple different workers at Disney. They extend the wait time towards the end of the night so people aren't that apt to come wait in the line. They're like, oh, that's too long of a line, we'll just skip it. So if you go there, it's really not that long of a line. Now, this isn't every ride. Like the more popular rides, it tends to be true, it's still a pretty long line. But like the Monsters Inc. Laugh Machine said it was a 25-minute line, and we went right in when we got over there. So don't skip out on those late night short line rides. It's a lot of fun, especially if you're in Magic Kingdom, the People Mover. It does go into some buildings where you can't see anything outside, but a lot of it is outside, and you can see the fireworks really well. I'll insert some pictures to show you guys what we saw on the I cannot talk today. What we saw on the People Mover firework wise. They were really pretty. Tip number 7 is to either bring Disney gift cards or be on a meal plan for your restaurants. We didn't set up a meal plan. Like we said, it's been forever since we've been to Disney, so we didn't know how useful that would be. So next time we're definitely going to set that up. But we were lucky enough to get gifted Disney gift cards before we left. Now, you can use your card and everything at Disney. There's no problem with using a credit card or anything. This is the reason why I say you should get Disney gift cards. Personally, I felt it was a lot easier. If you go to Target, you can get the bundles, and if you have the Target Red Card, you get 5% off of those gift cards, because I guess Disney is considered like a entertainment factor of the gift cards, so the 5% actually works on that. So you'll save, I think if you buy like $400 of gift cards, you're only paying like $380 or something like that. It might be a little more than that. But anyways, sorry to go off on that tangent. But if you buy Disney gift cards, we just thought it was a lot easier. You just are handing them gift cards throughout the whole time. You don't have to worry about carrying your card. You don't have to worry about dealing with the bank if your bank refuses something because you forgot to call them and they think someone's stealing from you. I thought it was a lot easier. You guys could do what you want when it comes to the money factor, but I thought it helped personally, and it helps keep you kind of on a budget because you know how much gift cards you have, so you know how much you can spend on food and everything. As for a bank, you just think you have all that money in there, so it doesn't matter if you spend this much on that or this much on that because you have that money, if that makes any sense. And tip number 8, I think, are we on 8? Is to make a restaurant reservation. We ended up eating at Tony's at Magic Kingdom, and it was delicious. We love Italian food, so it was really good, in my opinion. I would recommend it. But definitely make restaurant reservations because they fill up quick, and you can wait, but most of the time the wait times are between an hour to an hour and a half before you even get in. So definitely recommend making a restaurant reservation to a fancy place you want to eat. Be Our Guest, the Beauty and the Beast restaurant, you want to make that reservation as soon as you can make reservations. And I don't know the exact time you can start doing that, but it's way before you can make your FastPass reservations, and I didn't know that until after we left the park. So that was kind of a bummer because I wanted to eat there, but that was very helpful too, having our spot saved at the restaurant. Along with the, if you have the My Disney Experience app, you can mobile order your food so you don't have to wait in the lines. It'll be ready. You click, I'm here, they prepare, goodness gracious, I can't talk. Prepare your food, and it's right there. You don't have to wait in the long lines everybody else is in. So that was nice too. A couple times we used that. And this really isn't a tip, it's just something I really liked. I loved having our magic bands. It made everything so much easier. I saw some people carrying like their Disney ticket cards and everything, and I just felt like that'd be a hassle. What if you lost your card or something like that? And my band worked the whole time, and so did Kent's, and I loved it. I loved just beeping it on the little Mickey head and going right into everything I needed to. So, okay, so now I'm going to move on to showing you guys what we got for souvenirs. Some people think that the souvenirs there are crazy expensive, but if you don't go all crazy and wild, it's not that bad. I think me and Kent gave each other a $100 limit on souvenirs. I think it was somewhere around that, and neither of us spent that much. I think we got everything together for under $150 or something like that. So we did pretty good, I thought. If you have a bunch of kids, it's probably not the best. It could get pricey. I could see how people say that. But just for 2 people, like if you're going for your honeymoon or something, like we did an early honeymoon, the souvenirs weren't bad. So if you want to see our souvenirs, go ahead and stick around. So I'll go ahead and start with Kent's. Kent was the smart one out of both of us. He got something from almost every park except for, I think, Hollywood Studios. So he got a little Tigger. That's like his favorite Disney character. So he got a little Tigger from the Winnie the Pooh ride in Magic Kingdom. We are both big hockey buffs. He's a hockey player. So, of course, in Canada, over at Epcot, he got a hockey shirt. It just says Canada Hockey National Winter Sport. And it's really soft. And then I kind of wish I got this sweater, but he got it. So he got it over in Animal Kingdom at Expedition Everest. Just says Mountain Rescue Expedition Everest. The back part, so it's really cool. And he loved it because he's grown up in Kansas City, so he's a Chiefs fan, and it's Chiefs colors. So those were his 3 souvenirs. And then I was the dummy and saved all my souvenirs for last. So I got 2 of mine from Epcot and 1 from Hollywood Studios. There is something from Magic Kingdom I wish I would have got, but oh well. We could always go back. So I got this hat. It says Aerosmith. It's from Rock and Roller Coaster in Hollywood Studios. And then on the back, it just says like Rock and Roller Coaster. Nothing really fancy. But I just like the distress, and I love hats. So, and then I love coffee, and I have a mug obsession. If you guys would like to see a video on my mug collection, comment down below and I will definitely do that for you guys because I have a lot. So when I saw this mug, I was obsessed. For one, I'm from Michigan, so people from Michigan go to Canada all the time, and I just love it. I've been looking for like this campfire like feel mug for a long time with the speckle and everything, and then just the fact that it's Canadian because again hockey obsessed, and it's from Epcot World Showcase, and I just love it. I drank some coffee, or drank some coffee out of this morning, and I just love it. And then I got this shirt. Kent's the one who can say that. I can't say it very well, but I think he said it was I speak hockey or something like that. So that's what I got. 2 things from Canada, or Epcot, and 1 from Hollywood Studios. And I love everything I got, so does he. And yeah, we had a great trip. So if you're contemplating on going to Disney World or not, I'd say definitely do it, especially if you haven't gone yet. It's a trip worth taking. It's a lot of fun. It can get stressful if you don't plan it out, so just take some of these tips if you'd like and plan out your trip. The My Disney Experience app is so helpful. It literally lays out your daily plans, your rides, your restaurants, everything in a schedule on that app. And it has a map of where everything in the park is, how far it is for you to walk from one place to another. So definitely download that if you're gonna go to Disney. And just have fun, relax, and don't stress, because it's Disney. It's the most magical place on earth. So I hope you guys like this video, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't yet, and also that notification bell. That way you're notified every time I upload on Friday. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Anywhere with you, 'cause you fill my mind, or you fill my mind. We could build a dream, start up something new. Let the old be dead, let the shadows leave my head. When the world is on your shoulders and you feel like falling over, just come a little closer. I'll be there for you, I'll be there for you. 'Cause when we are together, I know you feel the tension. Just let me in your head so I can be there for you, there for you. The night is young, won't you sing for me? Won't you sing for me till we fall asleep?